And now from around the state, your top stories on Wisconsin 360.
Good morning, I'm Phoebe Murray and you are watching Wisconsin 360, a daily live stream bringing you a look at developing stories and markets all across the state, plus a live check of your first alert forecast here in southern Wisconsin. Today is April 23rd, so here's a look at your top stories. Starting in Madison, where we have some breaking news to share out of Middleton. Branch Street is temporarily closed between Century Avenue and Pheasant Lane for a crash involving a pedestrian. Middleton police say the call came in just before 6 this morning and that there are injuries. However, the severity of those injuries have not been shared by authorities here at this time, just at 9 o'clock. Middleton police say drivers should consider taking a different route until further notice. Our crew that was on scene this morning said they saw authorities from Middleton Police Department and the fire department on scene. They also saw the accident reconstruction team at the scene of this crash as well. They were reporting that a vehicle could be seen on the sidewalk inside of the police tape. So again, this is, there you see it there, is a developing story. We'll continue to bring you updates as we learn more both on air and online. 25 tornadoes were reported in Wisconsin last week. Along with those storms and extensive flood and wind damage, the state's now working on assessing just how much damage was done, right? So emergency management officials are working on estimates for that damage. They will then submit those estimates to the state. After that, Governor Tony Evers will have 30 days to submit an application to FEMA for federal assistance. Officials say some communities likely won't. 4 people are now facing charges in a 2021 Madison drive-by shooting that killed 17-year-old Jovan Freeney. All suspects are facing charges of first-degree reckless homicide as party to a crime. The shooting happened back on August 14th of 2021 on Lathrop Street near Camp Randall Stadium. Police say that Freeney was shot during a drive-by while at a house party and later died at the hospital. So far, only one suspect, Lazarick Austin, has appeared in court. His initial appearance was last Friday, where his bond was set at $250,000. If convicted, each suspect could face up to 60 years in prison. Well, ahead of the Mifflin Block Street Party this weekend, Saturday, multiple Madison agencies are working together to ensure a safe experience for those party goers. The annual block party takes place on Mifflin Street.
Please be aware of your situation. If a balcony appears to be overloaded, it most likely is. If people are bouncing or jumping on the balcony, ask them to stop. Their actions will put you at risk.
So that was the the building inspection division director, Matt Tucker, there saying that they're going to be monitoring the situation. But again, they can't really do much for the balcony collapses other than inspecting them visually ahead of time. We do know that about 150 Madison police officers will be assigned to Mifflin Street this weekend, with University Police and the Dane County Sheriff's Department also providing assistance. Well, it was a tough day for staff and visitors at the Henry Vilas Zoo as they prepared to say goodbye to Bandit, the zoo's 5-year-old panda there. Bandit has lived at the Henry Vilas Zoo for most of his life. He's going to be transferred to another zoo later today. He's making the move for a good reason in hopes of repopulating the red panda species, which is endangered. So this was footage from yesterday where many visitors stopped by the Red Panda exhibit to wish Bandit well on his new adventures, sign his goodbye card. Now, the zoo did not disclose where Bandit's going to be going, saying that it's going to be up to his new home to announce his arrival. So Storyline will continue to follow for you once we learn where Sweet Bandit is going. We also have a traffic alert for you here this morning. Starting today, another portion of South Broome Street is closed as part of the ongoing John Nolan reconstruction project. South Broome Street is now closed between West Wilson Street and John Nolan Drive. Take a look here at the map on your screen. The closure began at 5 this morning, but a pedestrian walkway is available along Broome Street across John Nolan to the Capital City Trail. So heads up for bikers, pedestrians, runners. South Broome Street will be closed until early June, according to the city. North Shore Drive had been closed as part of this ongoing project. That road is now fully reopened as of yesterday. And those are your top stories here out of the capital city on this Thursday morning. But let's now head northeast for a check of the top stories out of Green Bay. Here's morning anchor Tammy Elliott at WBAY.
Good morning, I'm Bob Gallagher with WEAU 13 News with your Wisconsin 360 update for Western Wisconsin. The search continues this morning for a La Crosse man who's been missing since Sunday. 30 volunteers showed up at the Shelby Fire Department yesterday to help look for 45-year-old Stanley Howe. Authorities say he may be experiencing a mental health crisis. Volunteers searched trails and woods on the south side of La Crosse. Last Sunday, Howe's vehicle was found at the Paul E. Stry Nature Preserve with his phone left inside. The La Crosse County Sheriff says getting extra volunteer help is all about supporting the family.
We want to get answers, understanding closure, if that's what it is for the family. You've been in La Crosse County. These trails are rural. Some of them can be steep, some of them can be hard to navigate. So we were looking for today, and I said it a couple of times, we were looking for feet and eyes.
And Howe is 6 feet tall, weighs 240 pounds with brown hair and blue eyes. He was last seen wearing a long sleeve royal blue t-shirt. If you see him, you're asked not to approach and call 911 immediately. Well, just hours after voters in Virginia passed a redistricting plan that could help Democrats win up to 4 more U.S. House seats this November, Wisconsin Republican Congressman Derek Van Orden called it a sham. A national redistricting battle began after President Trump urged Texas Republicans to pass a map more favorable to the GOP. Virginia is the second Democratic-led state to back redistricting after California voters approved the new map last November.
The Democrat Party is ruthless. And what they did, you know, they wrote a ballot initiative that was completely disingenuous. This is not saving democracy. If you look at the actual vote totals by county, which I did this morning, it proves that the 65 ratio is accurate. This is a sham.
But the new map is already facing a legal challenge in Virginia. A county circuit court judge ordered the results of that vote not be certified, calling the ballot language flagrantly misleading. The state's attorney's office says it will appeal the ruling. And we now know who will be the next leader of UW-Eau Claire. The university has named Edwin Martini as its next chancellor. We spoke with Martini ahead of his official start to ask what sparked his interest in Eau Claire. He says the university's community connections was a big motive behind his decision.
Of that, and I heard from alumni, from corporate and community partners, from employers who want to hire more and more Blue Golds. And not every institution has that. Not every university in Wisconsin has that. So to be able to come into a situation with such a strong university and a strong connection to the community, I mean, the sky's the limit for what we can do going forward.
And Martini will officially begin his role on July 1st. And that's a check of your news headlines in Western Wisconsin.
Bob, thank you. We had a quick pivot there, so that was actually your news out of Western Wisconsin. If you hadn't gathered that, for any more on those stories, you can head to WEAU.com. You're watching Wisconsin 360. We're going to take a quick 60-second break. Stick with us. All right, welcome back to Wisconsin 360 on this Thursday morning. We're now going to head to Northeast Wisconsin, Green Bay. Here's Tammy Elliott with WBAY.
Hello from Green Bay. I'm Tammy Elliott. Here's what's making headlines in Northeast Wisconsin. In Shiocton, people will be able to go back into their homes today, more than a week after an evacuation was ordered due to historic flooding there. Officials conducted a door-to-door canvass in the village Wednesday. Information from that assessment will be submitted to Wisconsin Emergency Management as the first step to possibly getting federal aid. Officials assessed damage from the outside. They didn't enter homes. Anyone who has damage should report that to 211. Today and tomorrow, Black Creek Fire and Rescue will be distributing a variety of items to help with cleanup, such as shop vacs, fans, dehumidifiers, plus hygiene items. It's from noon to 7 both days, and people must bring proof of residency. Volunteers are also needed for a cleanup day on Saturday. People in New London are heading home, and downtown is now back open to traffic. They're removing the barriers there. However, the recovery is just beginning. Wapaka County's emergency director tells us damage is likely in the millions. Damage assessments are expected to start as the water continues to go down. Until then, some roads remain unsafe as crews check for hidden damage. Residents, however, say they're thankful to see life return to normal.
Well, it's just a food truck, but it's very limited, and you know, we're just here happy that we can at least do something with our lives now.
It looks a lot better than it did the other day. We were sandbagging on Friday and Saturday, and the water was pretty high, and so yeah, it's a nice improvement to see the sandbags on a pallet.
One step at a time for all those folks dealing with the flooding, and the city set up a website with flood information. You can find a link at wbay.com/links. And that's what's making headlines here in Northeast Wisconsin. Hope you have a great day.
All right, Tammy, thank you. And again, as you heard there, for any more on those stories, you can head to WBAY.com. All right, let's head to Wausau now. We're going to turn things over to morning anchor Aaron Taylor from Channel 7.
You are watching Wisconsin 360, taking a look at the top stories across the state. Good morning from Wausau. I'm Aaron Taylor. Well, it's been nearly a week since EF3 tornado ripped through the town of Ringgold. Hundreds of volunteers continue their work to restore the community. For some, like Luke Antovich, it's personal. The Red Cross volunteer was at his parents' house in Ringgold when the tornado touched down. He's been lending a helping hand to the community he grew up in. He says the area has improved significantly since Friday, but the work isn't over yet.
For like a lot of people that have been living here for 30 plus years, it's going to look like when they first moved in. It's going to kind of go all back to field, and it's just, obviously, like I said, we're going to have to rebuild, replant trees, but for the most part, it's going to look like it did back in the 80s.
Right now, he's helping the Red Cross by handing out supplies and gathering information to help the community rebuild. Legal Action of Wisconsin wants you to know about construction scams. They see them a lot, especially after storms. So do research on companies before you do business with them. You can check their credibility on Wisconsin's Better Business Bureau website or by looking up reviews. You should consider a lack of information a red flag. A consumer law attorney says there are 3 types of scams to watch out for.
The most common are insurance scams, home repair scams, or automobile scams. So with those 3 areas, I would just encourage individuals to make sure that they're taking the time to do their own research.
She says you should question companies before you sign contracts. If you do get scammed, Wisconsin has laws protecting you when it comes to contract work. You can find out how to get legal help or file complaints on our website, WSAW.com. Well, a forgetful moment leads to a burglary in Wausau, and now investigators need your help to track down the suspect. On April 16th, the Marathon County Sheriff's Office says this man walked into an open garage on the city's north side. He then got into a vehicle parked inside that garage and stole $31 in cash. Now, even though the homeowner left the garage open, Detective Brad Tatro says that's not an excuse to enter someone else's property without permission.
So people have a right and expectation to feel safe in their home and in their property. And when someone invades your personal space or your privacy like that, it can be very distressing.
Tonight at 5, News Channel 7's Cassandra Cepeda explains the simple check before bed that could protect your home and why this theft is an important reminder for every neighborhood. Now, if you have information about this or any crime, please contact Marathon County Crime Stoppers through the P3 app. Call the number on your screen or submit a tip online. You can remain anonymous and you may be eligible for a cash reward. Let's look at the top stories from across north central Wisconsin.
All right, Aaron, thank you. And that does it here for the top stories on Wisconsin 360 this Thursday morning. I am signing off, but I'm handing you off to Chief Meteorologist Charlie Shortino. He's going to detail your first alert forecast for this Thursday and beyond. It is a first alert day, but basically for overnight, some severe storms that could be popping up across the area. Thanks for joining us. Make it a great day.
All right, it is time for the 15 Plus First Alert streaming show, and we do have an alert day. That's for tonight's strong to severe thunderstorms, but they could contain some damaging wind, maybe a little bit of hail as well. I would expect them to be weakening as they move toward the state of Wisconsin. We'll step through all of this coming up, but let's take a look at the alert day. Moving through during the overnight hours, I think roughly between 11 p.m. and about 2 a.m. would be the time frame we're looking at. They're not going to be as widespread as last week, and I don't think they'll be as strong either. You can see that we do have a highlighted area off to the west of here, threat level of 2, scattered severe thunderstorms for mostly Minnesota and Iowa, but a sliver of far western Wisconsin along the Mississippi included in that threat. And again, these storms are expected to develop in this general area back throughout the western part of Iowa, and then they will make their way off to the east from there. But as they do, the temperatures are going to be falling. These will develop in the late afternoon, and by the time they get to the state of Wisconsin, we are looking at temperatures to be dropping through the 60s, and the atmosphere will be stabilizing once again. So I would expect those to weaken as they move in, but some of them, especially west of Madison, could pack a little bit of a punch, maybe some gusty wind or potentially a little bit of hail. On the almanac today, 80 degrees is the expected high. Our low this morning was 53. You can see on the map we have clear skies and a lot of sunshine coming up through the morning and through the midday as well. By afternoon, I think some of this cloudiness off to the west will begin to make its way in. Right now we have a temperature of 65 degrees with a south wind blowing at 10 miles per hour. Temperatures are ranging in the 60s for the most part now. Partyville's at 59, but upper 60s off to the west of here. Prairie du Chien at 68. We have a bunch of 67s, Boscobel, La Crosse, and Viroqua all at 67. That warm front moved through this morning. The cold front will be what triggers the precipitation later today, and I think that we'll probably see that coming into play again late evening and overnight, but the storms will be weakening as they push through. As far as rain chances go, you can see how they shoot up around midnight, 1 a.m., and then start to drop off again after that. Still have some flooding issues, and we're going to pick up 1/4 of an inch to 3/4 of an inch of rain during the overnight hours. Things will be tapering off tomorrow morning. 80 degrees is the expected high temperature for today. Southerly wind at 5 to 15, gusting to 25. There are the rest of the forecast highs. We drop to 59 with rain and thunderstorms likely overnight. The extended forecast, the alert for Friday is actually for early in the morning, around midnight, 1 a.m. And then after that, I think we will lift the alert day. I don't think it will be in effect when you get up tomorrow morning. I'll probably pull that prior to the morning show. But a lingering shower or two is possible Friday morning. We follow that up with some sunshine Friday afternoon, plenty of sun Saturday, some scattered clouds on Sunday. Our next round of rain arrives Sunday night and into Monday. More showers and thunderstorms expected at this point. Those are looking non-severe. We will take a look at the travel forecast as well as the weekend forecast in a little more detail coming up after this short break. All right, we are back with your travel forecast. So let's take a look across the nation. Showers and thunderstorms for the nation's midsection. Still a little bit of snow falling in the northern Rockies. There are those storms as of 7 p.m. still off to the west of at least most of Wisconsin and then cruising through but weakening as they do. That snow from the Rockies will spin northward into Canada. Another storm gets itself together off to the west of here over the central Rockies. This is the one that will impact us early next week. This is Sunday at 7 a.m. Dry around here, but that rain will start to move into the plains by early Monday morning. This is 2 a.m. It will overtake the southern part of Wisconsin during the morning hours of Monday. Some minor delays in San Francisco. Other than that, most of the nation seeing fairly smooth sailing as far as travel goes at the major airport hubs. And we do have a pretty good chance of some showers Friday morning for Madison and Milwaukee. Only slight chances to the north of here, but high temperatures right around 70 degrees in Wisconsin Dells both Saturday and Sunday. A little cooler for Madison, much cooler in Milwaukee. A breeze coming off the lake will keep high temperatures in the 50s both Saturday and Sunday. To the north, high temperatures in the 60s for Wausau, Green Bay, Oshkosh. Friday through Sunday, cooler in Door County, again with wind coming off of Lake Michigan. Here are the forecast highs northwest of here. Pretty nice Sunday in Minneapolis, up around 70, 72 for the high temperature in Eau Claire. on Sunday. To the south of here, highs in the 70s for the Quad Cities area Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. A little cooler to the north, but still upper 60s in Rockford, low 70s for the high temperatures in Dubuque. Chicago, same story for the weekend, highs in the 50s due to that lake breeze. So that is your first alert forecast for today. Get that app downloaded. You may need it tonight, as there is at least a threat of strong to severe thunderstorms, a much lower threat than what we had last week, but a threat nonetheless. We will keep an eye on it here for you, and we will update you on the app and on TV and on the streaming services as needed overnight tonight. Brian will be in with another streaming show at 4:30 and again at about 8:15. I will be back tomorrow morning with a detailed look at the weekend forecast. Until then, have a great day.